This is the video game Banished. What does the market do? The market is right here, and basically it's a special type of storage facility that provides basic goods for everybody within the region, which is this yellow circle. And it transports goods to other storage facilities, to other markets, trading posts, etc. So, for example, the people that live here, they need food, firewood, clothing, tools, etc. And what they will do is instead of walking all over the map and looking for where all these items are stored, they're going to go to their nearest market. This house right here is going to go to this market, and he's going to get all of his supplies from this market. This is an example where there is a tavern and he's getting his supplies from this market. There is a tailor and he's getting his supplies from this market. The market will bring in raw materials such as logs, wool, um, iron, etc. So, what you do is you have the tailor take the wool to make the clothing, and you have the blacksmith take the iron and the logs to make tools, and you have the woodcutter take the logs to make firewood, and you surround all of your little production facilities over here, and they will take raw materials that comes from the traders. Is it called a merchant? A vendor is what it's called. The vendors are going to go around finding all the materials, and your tailor, for example, he's going to take the wool and make clothing, and he will put the clothing in the market. And then what the vendor will do is the vendor will take those items and he might deliver it to another market. And this is where the trading post is. This vendor might go into the trading post to get items to put in the market. What it does is it spreads items around. And there is a really good reason to do it. You can have a lot of vendors. You can have as many as 12 for each market. And this is the best way to move goods across your map. You build a market here and another market here. And then you build another market, down here. And what will happen is they will move items from market to market, and they can carry more material than an individual can. So they carry far more goods than a regular laborer. They're balancing everything out. So if you need firewood, the vendor is going to go and get the firewood. And if all the houses, if they start using up the firewood, he's going to go and he's going to look for more firewood. And if they use up all the food, he's going to go look for food. You understand what I mean? So he's the most intelligent storage facility. The storage barn doesn't have a person dedicated to it. So it's just put stuff in. It could be any quantity. The market is a lot more flexible and balanced and spread out. In fact, you will find herbs for the herbalist. So you can put your herbalist next to the market, and the herbs will be brought to the market, and the herbalist can get it right there. He doesn't have to go and be near a forest in order to get those items. So everything is evenly distributed using these markets. You only need one person per market, one vendor per market. They'll do a pretty good job. But once you have a very large town, you're probably going to want to increase the number of vendors, and the ones that are far away, you might need more vendors. Like a market that's central on the map, you don't have to worry about, because all the other vendors are going to go to this market, right? They're all going to go to this market and pick stuff up and maybe drop stuff off because their markets can't be full. But then again, it might be the busiest one. It might be the one where you have to have the most vendors. I don't know. You see, it was just saving. It had the save icon. So that is how the market works. It's very useful. And you see you got this yellow circle. I don't have a general rule. I don't know if they have to touch or anything. But this guy in this house, he'll go to this market and get something if he has to. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments, please post below.